Professional, reliable, made service easy, changed and revolutionized the service industry in our area, and that's how we stood out. Woo! Let's do this. Hey everyone, I'm Jacob Godar, and my channel helps contractors deliver and clients experience a luxurious everyday life through property transformations. Today, we're doing how to get clients in your first year of business. This is so important because your business, its success, its sustainability, everything about it relies on you acquiring clients quick enough for you to validate that company, for you to be inspired enough by that gain to make you continue. Success really gets propelled just by seeing that you can actually make it, that you can actually build something. Building those clients up is what really fuels you and keeps driving you. So some of the ways that I want to make sure you are pursuing to get those clients is promote yourself all the time, everywhere, no matter what. Branding on your shirts, business cards that you hand out everywhere you go. If you go to restaurants frequently, put your business cards on the thumbtack board, hand them out to anybody you see, anybody that you talk to. Give them to your waiters. Say, hey, if you need someone or know someone who needs service, let them know our name. Be very proactive about meeting new people and promoting, and don't feel guilty. You're gonna inherently feel guilty, like I shouldn't be asking for all this. I shouldn't be asking for, for people to give me work. But yes, you should. That's what's going to grow your business. You have to be able to hear no, to hear I'm not interested, to push out there fast and grow your company. Number 2, market any way you can. I don't love Craigslist, but it is a free platform. I suggest you do every free platform, anything you can do if you can't afford it. So that's Craigslist, Facebook, Instagram, posting, YouTube videos, every single thing you can do that is marketing related, that you can tag and make show up in your area. That's something that you should be involved in. If you have some money and you're starting your business, up the ante. First, you for sure need a website almost no matter what. You've got to figure out and budget in your marketing. How am I going to get a website? How's it going to be one that in 6 months or so, I'm going to have it where it's ranking well, so by the following season, I'm going to come out with a bang. You need to be everywhere doing everything in marketing. When you don't have money, that means you got to do a lot of stuff free, even knocking on doors, doing other things to get that ball rolling. And when you do start getting more money, start pouring fuel on the fire so you can market more and more and grow your company. Number 3, this gets overlooked a lot because people don't think about it, but that's networking. A local BNI group or any other networking groups or opportunities that you can go to. Anything you get invited to go with people, anything that's business centered, get out to that, meet, shake hands, find other people that are selling other services that you can tell them about your service, other companies that your service really blends well with, so maybe they can push some of your business. Networking is huge. You need to bust into other people's network because every person you meet has 25 to 30 people that they might be able to influence to buy your product. Think about that in how do I meet hundreds and hundreds of people? How do I meet and know more people so more people in my network will say my name? And it really is true that your network is your net worth. This is what's going to grow you. It's what's going to give you abilities, whether that be to get more clients or get lending or get something to help grow your company. So networking is crucial starting your company out. Number 4, this is one of my favorite. Be everywhere. Be omnipresent and be different. You want everyone to think your name, know your name, think about your service when they are needing something that even pertains to your company. There's so many times when we look at upsells and we ask clients for other things, and it's so easy to feel like, wow, all I do is sell. Half the time they don't even know you offer the services. This is why you have to keep asking them, and you have to tell them about your other services, the other things you're doing. You have to be out in front of everyone all the time, in your marketing, in your social media, everything, blaring your company's name, your name, that you're trying to grow a business. This is what we offer. Do you need this service? Do you need that service as well? What else can we show you about our company? And be different. For us, it was being reliable, easy to use company. Man, I said so much, it's frustrating. But easy to use company that makes service easy, simplifies service. Because in the contractor industry, it is so common for you to have a poor experience, no one answers the phone, service is slow, bad quality, no one stands behind anything. We were wanting to change all of this. There's so many companies that don't invoice on time or don't do these things. Invoices show up a month later. We wanted to come in with a professional view for the company that was reliable, made service easy, changed and revolutionized the service industry in our area, and that's how we stood out. There's a million different things you can do, so be everywhere and be different. Those are some points that you've got to hammer on if you're starting your company. This is going to gain you clients fast.
Just remember, every person you connect with could introduce you to the next life-changing opportunity. And if that is the one piece of advice you get from this, I did not know how serious that was, that the next person I meet could change my family's or business's life in amazing ways. And I'm taking more advantage of that than ever. And now we're going to spin right into marketing, the main principle that I've always used this in. And this means don't leave holes in your marketing bucket. You want to complete a plan that spans all areas of marketing that you can possibly handle. I'm not saying you have to do every single thing, but I see a lot of people looking for that silver bullet. And it's probably one of the biggest questions I get in marketing is, what's that thing that works? What do you have best results with? Well, that's different everywhere for everybody and what they can get to produce the best. And I see a lot of people just wanting to focus on one or two things. We talked about a marketing plan in one of the earlier trainings, but it is so crucial that, yes, you might have a few core things, but you need to be doing a little bit of a lot of things. And this is extremely important, that you're not just focusing on AdWords and Facebook, because right now they are killing it for your business. You're still focusing on a lot of other things, doing a little bit of everything, and using that to bring in more of those ideal clients. Try everything and understand that some things underperform. I've always had a horrible time with Every Door Direct, and honestly, a lot of that could be just bad design or a bad ad. It was a bad platform that I created. And I'm not saying you have to do it forever, but realize that just because you do something one time and it doesn't work, it doesn't mean it's bad. A lot of times that can do with the content creation. It can do with a lot of other things. So what I'm getting at here is, don't just rely on one or two things in your marketing. So you're going to have your core. We've got our core three. We've got our AdWords, Facebook, and our website that just rock and roll for our business. But other things, and a lot of these are free. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. YouTube is huge. I'm going to hit on a point below on why it's so huge. AdWords, like I'd already mentioned, Every Door Direct website. Sponsoring teams and events. This is huge because this actually does marketing, but it also creates more of a network. You're making connections with all of these people that on these teams and these events you're sponsoring. Networking, like we've already went over. Calling your power base. This is huge. Calling your power base, calling the people that you already service, and expanding that is the most cost-effective form to grow your business. Door knocking, door hangers, giveaways, and contests. That's been a huge game changer for us this year, is giveaways and contests. It's drawn in so many leads, and we haven't even really spent much money on it, but it's caused a lot of stir, and we're going to push this further and further. The biggest one we've done was a year's worth of free mowing, and I think that probably got us 300 new leads in the system in like a month and a half's time. So when we use this principle, we want to keep in mind that it doesn't mean unfocused. When I say throw a large net, it doesn't mean go after anything and everything in marketing and just spend gobs and gobs of money so it goes everywhere. We want it to still stay focused. We want to actually create a net that catches the ideal clients, and we want this net to be large, and we want the holes to let all the non-ideal clients through. So we're getting more of what works better for us and ditching the rest. So this is a thing that you have to focus on to gain as many clients as possible to accelerate your growth. So once you've kind of done that, you've marketed and you've got new clients, or you've spent a lot of money and you've already got clients and you're still looking for another way to grow. This is probably my favorite thing that we push on and that really, really excites me in business is that power base I was mentioning above. So once you have clients, once you've already got something there, when you tie these two things together, it just speeds it up even more. And that's client expansion. Once you have them expand their service offerings, don't just think that they only need one service that they ask for. That's what I always thought when I first started my business, that someone was calling for lawn care or someone was calling for a cleanup. And I felt guilty about asking them, what else could we be offering you? What other service do you need that we offer? I always felt like I was just pushing sales and pushing sales. And what I never even really realized until I started hearing this reoccurring theme is that a lot of people didn't even know all the other services we did, and they weren't using us just because they had no idea. So they would have taken those services. They would have loved to have one contractor doing multiple things for them because they already trusted us. So often we get caught up in only giving a client exactly what they asked for when there's so much more we can do for them. Perfect example is like a fertilization package. We have blown up our fertilization package this year. We have added every single thing we could possibly think to add to it. It doesn't take any more effort. We have all the stuff there for it. We just built the package out more. So if they're calling for that, here are some examples of what we've done to multiply the amount that we're doing for these clients. So if they're calling for fertilization weed control, now we're going to make sure we at least ask them or give them a quote for aeration, overseeding, bed maintenance, hard surface weed control, a landscape fertilization package. There's so many different things that are right inside of that one service we already offer. And then anything else that may pertain to this core offering. And see, that's what I hate about this. I got to let people in. There we go. Sorry, guys. Lost my track. The one thing that's most powerful about this that I love is that the idea of the value of expanding the value of a client. This is the powerful part, is that if you currently have an average yearly value of $1,000 on your clients across the board, with a thought process like this and expanding services, we could double that to 2,000 across our average base. And that is just by giving them more of what you're already doing. And what this effectively means, if you did that on an average across your business, is you didn't add a single client, but you doubled the revenue in your business. So it was the most effective way to do it because you didn't have to hardly do anything else. You're already going out and servicing these people. It didn't cost any in marketing. It just cost the effort to educate them so they knew there was more you could do. And that's where the client education comes in. The example I was telling you about YouTube, these things are all intertwined. And that's why it's like casting this big net. That's why I'm using this phrase for this training, is client education ties in with YouTube. The example we had from this week is I shot a YouTube video about our new service offerings, our new things that we're adding to our fertilization and weed control package. And I really did it as nothing to do with sales, just as education. So people knew all the other things we had. And then we were able to email that link out to all of our clients so they could be educated on it. And it wasn't a sell. It was just, hey, these are the things we could do. And the awesome thing is we've already had clients emailing us back saying, we watched this video. We would like this, this, and this because we've got these issues. We just didn't know you did that. So client education, along with use this expansion of service and be able to pose that as all client education. And it is. It's not that you're lying about anything or you're doing anything unethical. And then actively upsell and educate repeatedly, and not just once. We probably send 2 educational emails a week.